Hey everyone, Crumplecorn here with another game of Deathmatch from the ACR beta. I said at the end of my last video that this video would probably be about Artifact Assault, but after recording the video I went back and started testing other builds in Deathmatch, in particular Disguise and Smoke and Disguise and Morph, and I had good success with Disguise and Morph, so I figured I would comment one of my better games and upload it as well. Nothing particularly interesting in this start. I end up running across a roof, can't find my target, and throw on Disguise to avoid the pursuer who is no doubt following me. My next target comes into line of sight. He is in that blend group there. There's two of him there, but I didn't even spot the duplicate. I only saw the real one for some reason, so I got lucky there. I know my pursuer is nearby, so I run through the chasebreaker and hop into the haystack and start looking around to see where they are. The guy is being very conspicuous up on the rooftop, and I know he's lining up a focus, incognito, whatever on me, so I hop out of a haystack, jump into another one. He does some kind of crazy airwalking thing, and I run off and hit the roof because I know I've got a second pursuer now who could be about to flank me. And I find my targets up on the roof, but I don't get the kill because someone else gets there first, and I don't get the grounded bonus thing because my pursuer finds me and kills me. So not the best start, and very little use of Disguise or Morph so far because of all the running around and all the roofing. Next target is the spear guy. He is right there in front of me, but I didn't see him at this point, so I wander on completely oblivious to him. It's only when he goes out of line of sight that I actually realize that he must be behind me, and as I turn around I can just see him through the chasebreaker there. So figuring that my pursuer is nearby, I just make a dash for the chasebreaker and try to get my kill on this guy. I move slowly here trying to get an incognito, but he jumps for the chasebreaker and I don't quite reach him before he gets to it, so it's another trip up to this rooftop. And we reverse our roles as he jumps down to the haystack I was in, but I don't stand around waiting for an incognito focus anything. I just take the quick kill. I disguise while I'm in the haystack, as I said in the last video. The great thing about no compass means that your pursuer will not know that it's you who's hopping out of that haystack because they won't know that you're in the haystack. So I got an easy stun there, and then a contested kill as I ran straight into my next target. I think the pace of the game slows down a little now, and I finally actually start using Morph and Disguise to greater effect. So I morph the moving blend group. I prefer to morph moving blend groups because on these small maps, if the blend group is moving, it will eventually take you to your target because there's not that many different places they can be. People also don't tend to pack real Templar identifying abilities, which means that usually they'll just have to kill a random member of the blend group and give you a lure. Now I've used the blend group to get pretty close to this guy conspicuously, so I'm going to move in. I'm going to speed up at the last second just to make sure it doesn't get contested. I just barely poached someone there, and I'm going to stand around for a minute and see what happens next. I have no pursuers, no targets, so I have nothing in particular to do. So I'm just going to hang here. I lock onto him so that if he gets assigned as my pursuer I can quickly stun him, but as it turns out the guy next to him gets immediately assigned as my target and I get an easy kill. So they obviously haven't fixed the assignment of pursuers and targets, and I know from experience they also haven't fixed the spawning. I had one game of Deathmatch where I spawned on top of two other Templars, not just one but two, so that obviously still needs some work. Disguise to keep my pursuer from identifying me. My target's over there, so I'm going to hop into this haystack, both because Disguise is gone and in the hopes of getting a very nice hidden kill. Unfortunately she walks around the other side and I just go for the quick kill because I know she's going to start running. So I just take the reckless kill. I'm down to no pursuers again for some reason, so I just head for the courtyard and I decide to morph this blend group here. It's a stationary blend group because I don't seem to have any trouble with pursuers, so I figure if I get a nice central blend group full of people who look like me, then I can just wait for my target to come to me. As it turned out, there was a Templar there. I panicked him into stunning one of the NPCs because he had morphed that group, and then I got to kill him because he was once again assigned as my target while standing right next to me. So I'm now here at one duplicate and a pursuer who is closing in, waiting for the game to assign me a target. It's the baldy guy again. So I'm going to stand here for a minute and wait and see if he's going to come to me. Two pursuers now, so I'm not going to last that long. Now this guy is obviously going to throw something. You can see from the stance he takes that he's activating some kind of throwable thing. So I suspected he was my pursuer anyway, but once I saw that I realized he definitely was. So the whole thing of being able to throw smoke bombs and firecrackers and all that is very nice, but while you're doing it you are obvious and you are vulnerable. So you got to watch out for that or you're just going to get yourself stunned like he did. And it turned out the guy I was looking for was actually in the haystack next to me, so I then killed him and then died. After the same guy again, and there he is, coming right towards me, and he's gone past me. I don't know what I'm doing. apparently I am gonna go for a hidden kill on this NPC.
Contract lost.
Which, unsurprisingly, yields me no points. Obviously I missed him walking straight past me just then. So here I am again in this nice central blend spot with one duplicate and 2 pursuers. Hopefully it will assign me a target soon. And there is my target. So I go over to this moving blend group and morph that for the same reason, just to be on the move so I can get to my target. It starts to walk towards the edge of the map. One problem with blend groups in Deathmatch is they don't respect the actual borders of the map. So the walls that demark the smaller area that the Deathmatch takes place in, the NPCs will walk straight through it. So if you morph the wrong blend group, they will walk through that wall and leave you behind and waste your morph. Anyway, he came straight towards my blend group, so I was able to pop out, get a silent kill, so I could kill him without giving myself away, which would have let me get a lure and a stun if I hadn't gone to stun the first of those pursuers, but unfortunately I did, and that gave me away, so my other pursuer was able to get a contested kill on me. After the same guy again, and there he is again, heading back towards the same area. So I'm going to move in slowly because I have no pursuers, although he does have one other pursuer, so somebody may get to him first. Coming towards me now, so I'm going to go for silent kill. And then I'll probably hang around somewhere in this middle area. Oh, here's a moving blend group that's moving in towards the center of the map. If you go for blend groups that are moving towards the center of the map, they're less likely to walk off the edge of the map, and they're more likely to run into your target, or into a pursuer who conveniently doesn't know which one you are, so they're better than ones that are moving away from the center of the map. These guys are taking me around this side of the building, but as it turns out, my target's actually over here. I don't know which one he is. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take a guess at that guy in white could be after me. Is he after me? I don't know. He's not. But I got my kill cut of him, so that's great. So yeah, this is where the morph groups really shine, because you can sit in the morph group and it'll make it quite obvious where you are. Are these guys? Yeah. Now this is the problem with blend groups, is they will walk off the map and leave you on your own, and shit like that will happen, so that's unfortunate. But when they don't do that, you can wander along in this blend group. People are going to have trouble figuring out which one you are, because they don't usually have stuff for picking people out of blend groups that are fully morphed. And you can just wait, and because it's such a small area, chances are they will lead you to your target. In fact, I think they may even track your target the way they do in Wanted. I'm not sure if they do or not, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think they might. And it's great, because you get your hidden, and you can let the stealth meter build up, and you get your silent and your incognito, you get great points for it. You're practically invulnerable unless your pursuers guess well or bring the right abilities. I don't know which one he is here, so I just pick one and go for an acrobatic. I get the wrong one. Yeah, whatever. I think I'm going to go over here, and when I have a pursuer, I'm going to stun these guys so that he can't blend them or morph them, so he's left on his own to die. Which is kind of a douchey thing to do maybe, but, well, you know, there's no rule against it, so I'm going to do it. I have one pursuer, so I'm going to put on a disguise while I approach this target. Walking off on a different line so he doesn't know I'm after him, then just turn around, stab him, network difficulties, more network difficulties, done. Hop into the haystack before my pursuer can see me turn back into myself, so that they won't identify me, so I can sit in here for a while and kind of wait and see what's going to happen. I've got my target at the moment, and I just got assigned that guy as my target again, and he is here somewhere. There he is. So I'm going to pop over here, and he's walking away, so I'm just going to run up to him and kill him. I'm not going to try to get a good score off him when I'm going to have to walk through the middle of the courtyard to do it. Somehow somebody knifed me and then let themselves get stunned. I'm not sure what happened there. Whatever. I hop back into the haystack and unfortunately don't realize that my pursuer is right next to me, so he gets an easy kill on me. I don't think the Whisper's even activated for that guy. I think that's another case of pursuer getting assigned right on top of me, although I'm not sure. And now I'm after him, so I can potentially go for revenge. So here I'm standing in a blend group, and apparently I'm going to abandon the blend group. I have no pursuers at the moment, so I can afford to run around, and I'm low on time, so it'll be good to get to the center of the map and try to find this guy quickly. He's not here, and I hear whispers, so I'm going to move away again, and apparently go up to the roof. I don't know if that was intentional or not. That might have been an accidental hop onto the chasebreaker there. Still trying to find this guy. Disguise would be good about now to stop the pursuer from seeing me, but apparently I'm not going to do that. And there's my target. So I'm going to see if I can get in without getting contested. And no, he saw me coming. No surprise there. I was moving very obviously. And now I'm going to go for the chase breaker so that as soon as I get out of the slowness I am in, I can run and close the doors, but I had no pursuers anyway. Suddenly I have 3 pursuers, which means I'm basically fucked. So I immediately morph a group and start mashing stun and manage to get myself an honorable death. And that's pretty much it. So that's what using Morph and Disguise looks like in Deathmatch. It works quite well because you can kind of just sit in your moving blend group, and with such a small map you just wait for your target to come to you, and if you need to move without Morph or without your blend group, then you just pop on the Disguise when no one's looking and you can move around freely. No defensive abilities really, but you shouldn't need them because your pursuer should have an awfully hard time actually finding you. And it makes it easier to hang around in blend groups than simply using Blender does, which means it's easier to get those high point kills. This is my highest scoring game of Deathmatch so far, so I do think that Morph Disguise is better than Poison Disguise for this game type. And the next video will almost certainly be an Artifact Assault, so I'll see you then.